This is the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, a car that is named after one of the greatest driving roads in the world. But this is clearly not Italy. We're here in the United Arab Emirates in search of the greatest driving road you've never heard of, the Jebel mountain pass.
You've never heard of it because Dubai is the last place on the planet you would have thought had a mountain range big enough for a great road like this. The United Arab Emirates is pretty much a desert of sand dunes, filled with wandering camels and oil wells. But about 2 hours northeast of one of the flashiest cities in the world is the Hajar mountain range near the border of Oman, and there you'll find the Jebel mountain road, which is quite literally a road to nowhere except the summit of the tallest mountain in the UAE.
As I said, the Stelvio that this car is named after is one of Europe's most famous roads. It goes to the highest peak in Italy and climbs literally in a series of switchbacks. But the Jebel road looks nothing like it. In fact, this place looks like Mars.
The landscape out here is simply spectacular. The mountain range rises out of the desert with the harshest of contrasts, and because it is so hot and dry that nothing grows, the starkness of it showcases the tectonic force that created the mountains themselves. And if you take time to look around, you can see the layers of the earth and how they've been twisted and pushed out of the ground.
To get here is about an hour and a half's drive out of Dubai. It's a fairly flat road to get here, but once you start seeing these mountains, you know that there's something special up there. It's a really interesting place. There's goat herders on the side of the road. You come through the desert. There's trains of camels going across the sand dunes. It really is kind of Lawrence of Arabia stuff. The Jais Mountain is United Arab Emirates' highest peak. It's about 2,000 meters above sea level, and it literally climbs pretty much straight out of the desert. There's layers of sedimentary rock twisting and turning through the hills here, and yet this black ribbon of tarmac just snakes its way through it. Truly is amazing. And climbing the mountain, wow, it is like a racetrack. It's pretty much one lane going down, but 2 lanes coming up, so you've got easy access to overtake slower cars and also a hell of a lot of road to play with.
The Stelvio Quadrifoglio is the perfect 4-wheel companion for this trip, as it has a genuine split personality, being both a luxurious and comfortable long-distance cruiser on the highway out of Dubai and a serious sports car when the road gets twisty. It's got a Ferrari-inspired 2.9-litre twin-turbo V6 that produces 375 kilowatts and 600 newton meters, making it mighty quick between the bends and producing a glorious soundtrack that reverberates off the canyon walls when you're up it for the rent. It also sets a new dynamic benchmark for sporty SUVs, with great steering, strong brakes, plenty of grip, and a playful rear-biased all-wheel drive system that lets the tail hang out a little when you gas it out of the bends.
And unlike the Stelvio, it's relatively quiet, and I haven't seen any boys in blue hiding in the bushes either, so you can get stuck into it pretty good. You also, not surprisingly, in a place like this, see some pretty amazing cars out here. There's tuned supercars, big muscle cars, some high-end, high-expensive stuff. We've seen one Bugatti out here having a bit of a play, but the majority of cars are pretty standard. Lots of white four-wheel drives, Lexuses and Land Cruisers and the like, and they get out of your way pretty easily. What a piece of road. This thing is amazing. It's also relatively smooth. The road was resurfaced just a couple of years ago, and it's got heaps of grip on it. At the bottom of the hill on the flat stuff where the sand's still moving across in the wind, it can be quite slippery, so some of those tight turns. But once you get up here into the valley and it's protected, the road is epic. Plenty of grip, plenty of turns, and plenty of fun.
Seriously, do yourself a favour and add the Jebel mountain road to your bucket list of great drives. It's up there with the best roads in the world, like the Stelvio Pass in Italy and local icons such as the Great Ocean Road in Victoria. It's an easy and enjoyable day trip out of Dubai, whether you're staying there or stopping over on the way to or back from Europe.